Welcome along to Esplanade Oval for round 5 of the NEFL Northern Conference. We've got the cross-conference game between the Morningside Panthers and the Sydney University. Matt Ridley here, joined with Mark Kennedy. This will be a cracker. And Walbers and Elkington in the ruck. Give that to the Elk over the top. Morningside to the right of screen, the Sydney Uni to the left. Great tackling there on Dalton. They'll get the handball out. This is Barton towards the pocket. Nash runs after it for the Panthers. He'll be happy to see it over the line and out of bounds. That might be on the full, it is. So Nash with the free kick. Some late drama here at Esplanade Oval for the Sydney University side as Nash brings it inboard to Shelton. Kelvin Barnes is a late omission with a hamstring injury. So before I hand it over to Kanga, Kelvin Barnes is out and the emergency Jack Casperson has come into the team. Mark.
Yeah, certainly. Morningside go up the outer wing there. They find Upton. Upton goes back, assessing his options, waving the arms a little, looking for something now. Goes out wide. I think this might be Wallen out there. Pick him up as we go along. Long way here, and he goes forward towards inside 50, towards a 200 gamer in AB. Tries to mop up, but the ball runs over the line. And we will have a throw in. I think that was a good spoil there by Botten Noonan from the students, Sydney University.
That'll be a good matchup today. Botten Noonan against Ken Aby, who came off, I think he kicked 4 or 5 in the second half last week. And in game 200, as you said.
And no clear ruck hit out there. There's plenty of players around the contest. There's a good tackle there by Upton again. And we'll have another ball up on the half-forward flank for Morningside. Early stage of this game. And here we go. Walbers just gets a hand to it, but well sharked by Sydney Uni. This is Cole who gets a handball back there. Upton for Morningside lays another great tackle, and he is rewarded. Sorry, that's 4A, I should say. That is not Upton, 4A. And he quickly looks inside forward 50 towards Shelton. Ball hits the ground. And the ball runs out of bounds about 20 metres around, about 30 metres around from the Morningside goal.
Yeah, beautiful conditions here, Mark. It'd be 28, maybe even touching 30 degrees on the southern suburbs of Brisbane. Jack Esplanade Oval, not a cloud in the sky, and fitness might prove a question mark over the Sydney University team. Have they played in such weather in the recent weeks, because it was quite warm, of course, last week, when Morningside ran over the top of the Bombers. They're deep in attack here, the Panthers. We've had no score. We're 2.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's a chance, though. Mark taken by Reece Power. Directly in front here, Mark, and he'll kick from 45 metres.
Just good body work and just protected the drop zone and ended up being a simple mark, but did all the hard work with the ball in flight.
Reece Power from 45 metres. This will be the first score of the game. Can he kick a major? We're 3 minutes in. It's on its way. He got underneath it. It is a minor score. And they're on the board. One behind to the Panthers. They came in hot favourites over Sydney Uni. As we await the kick in from fullback, a nice little kick finds Clark.
And Clark goes further afield. Outside defensive 50, very scrubby. Looking for his teammate there in Conway who couldn't get it. Wobbles was around there as well. Plenty of players around there. Nash is in there. Also in there is Wallen. Very scrappy. I think the umpire's going to have to come in and ball it up inside the centre square on the outer side of the ground. I think that's umpire Nathan Scott who will throw it up there.
Interesting to see Coach Daniel Gilmore already making the change on Kent Aby. They've taken Botten Noonan off and they've put Nick Bowen on the big 200 gamer.
And it's Clark taking the ball inside forward 50, a dangerous 4A. That is Clancy. Well spoiled though. And it's blunted that attack, and it's a score, the first score to the Sydney University as Morningside rebounded quickly. I think that was Buntain. Going back in, up towards there, Logan. He was in fringe as he tried to take the mark and takes it quickly. Goes on to his teammate there. Further afield inside forward 50. This is Starcevic. Twists and turns looking for it. This is Logan. Logan goes inside forward 50. And I should say, Logan there is actually gathering the ball, goes towards Smith, who gets a quick shot on goal, and we have out of bounds on the full. I think that might have been actually Cummins that sharked that ball towards Logan.
Hasn't been the prettiest of openings. 4 minutes in first quarter. We're yet to see a major score. We're all tied up 1 point apiece. So the kick came in. I think that's Barton. Goes to the back pocket. Over the boundary line and out of bounds. We'll have to get Funky Miller over to that scoreboard there, Mark Kennedy, because he's yet to put the point on for the Panthers. It is 1 straight behind each. And we're 4.5 minutes in.
Just working through a lot of these names, a bit unknown to us in terms of the cross conference side of things, so we'll pick this up a bit more as we go along. That was Barton involved there. Dispossessed there was Morningside. They scrapped the ball forward though. Just working hard there. Good tackle there by, I think it was Hackett. Goes out from the defensive end. And this is Nash. Nash goes backwards. Finds a teammate in Buntain, I think that was. Or Frame. And now we have a smothered kick. In there is Barrett for Uni. Coming through strongly. Morningside, but dispossessed. Again, this is working through there. I think it was a 4A. Goes out towards Cummins. Cummins dodges, dances, but not very well. Should have been pinged, I think, there, but manages to get away up towards Aby. Does a lot of body work. That is Botten Noonan, I think, who was a good tackle there. Plenty of pressure around the ball. Ball comes out now. This is Smith. Smith goes inside forward 50, looking for Starcevic. He's got a bit of space, but can't pick it up real well. Pressure comes. Now Morningside working through. That's Lake. Chips the ball back inside, but poorly towards Thompson.
Better handball to Botten Noonan. Gets it out of the defensive zone, but for how long? They pick it up quickly. Handball came from McNeese. And then a kick. He was pushed as he kicked over the boundary line and out of bounds. Mark Kennedy. We've been going 6 minutes in to the first quarter. Joined with Matt Ridley here. And it's only 1 behind a piece as Turco has it for the Uni from back flank. Gets it to centre wing. It's a nice kick. Maybe the breeze is favouring the right of screen. We might get down there at quarter time. Shelton's got the ball from half back. He kicks it towards half forward. And it'll be a relayed free kick here. Downfield.
Just a little bit late there. And come across, one across the midriff.
The 2 kicks from goal. They're just wondering who gets the kick here. So it's comebacks towards Lachlan Russ. Fed the handball. No, the umpire's still not happy. He had a fantastic first half last week, Lachlan Russ. Finished with 4. Kicks towards full forward. Nothing there for Starcevic. Botten Noonan at the back. Kicks it out wide and he finds his teammate in Campbell.
Campbell goes inside, finds Thompson. Thompson can play on quickly, goes long. No numbers back there though, and Shelton, who's recovered well, takes an easy mark. And he's got Buntain back there all free, goes backwards to him. Looks for, he's got Smith there, but he's have to get around. Good play there. Good judgment. This is Frame. Frame goes off to Smith now. Looking forward, looking towards Wallen. Wallen has it. Probably infringed there, but not paid. Butters up again.
Well
good
done.
pace. Gets away from his opponent. Goes forward over the top there. And a terrific mark there by Logan. Logan wheels around the left foot towards the 200 gamer and Aby.
Oh.
Was he infringed? No, says the umpire. Players go dive on the footy. A little bit of a high contact there, and Sydney Uni come away quickly, and the ball ends up with Sylvester.
So Sylvester towards centre wing. No mark there to Buntain. They've got to do some work. Clancy. He gets it now. They link up well. Powles. Dinky little kick, but it found his teammate in Clancy. So they've got a chance here. 1 straight behind a piece. We still haven't had a major score here, Mark. We've been going 8.5 minutes. Clancy towards the pocket. They're flooding back. Yes! Mark taken. I think Nick Bowen floating.
We're going to have a free kick. And mark was taken, but it's a free kick for a high contact.
So Elkington took the mark, and you've spotted that Al Lee. So Lee has got the kick on goal from the pocket. This could be our first major score. Let's hope it is. They've travelled up to Morningside, the Sydney Uni. It'll be good to see them get on the board first. Their first major. Lee kicks on goal. I think he's got it. Yes, he has. 2 guns up. Thank you very much. They're in front. 1-1, plays 1 behind. And we've finally seen the first major mark, 9 minutes in, and Lee has his first.
Well, what we have seen is we've seen plenty of players around the football. I think both these sides are just really feeling each other out. Obviously, not a lot of footage of each other to go on necessarily. So I think the matchup is very evenly balanced in terms of enthusiasm at the moment. I think we'll see, as the game goes on, a few more tactics and a few more skills come to the fore as we go.
So back in the middle, Mark Kennedy is joined with Matt Ridley. We wait the umpire to get us back underway. They lead by 6 points here, the Uni. Can they cause an upset? The 2 number 6 go at it, Campbell and Johnson. Now the Panthers will get a free kick here. No, it's going the other way. It'll be a free kick to the Uni with the right leg strap. I think it's Mitchell, it is. He's been busy, hasn't he? Sorry, Mitchell Thompson. Kicks it towards Clancy. Running back there as well is Buntain. And the boundary line's pretty close there. Mark will have it over the line and out of bounds. So courtesy of Al Lee, his kick on goal in the 9th minute. They're in front. 1-1-7 plays 1 behind.
40 metres around from the Sydney University goal. A ruckman go at it. Nobody really got anything decisive. The umpires asked for another throw in there. So just probably didn't quite get to where he normally would. So we'll have a set up again around the ruck contest.
Very open to the right of screen. If Morningside can get a kick over the pack here on the right. This is another kick now, and it's very open here, Mark.
Well, Sydney Uni, the ball was scrambled back towards the centre wing on the outer side. Morningside trying to work it clear. Plenty of numbers around the ball again. And I think we're going to see another throw in. Oh, bounce down, I should say. And we have gone nearly 11 minutes now.
Well, the University have started well. Ball up. I think that's Upton there. And the umpire's sent a free kick here. It goes to the Panthers. And I think the Uni, they've settled the best early. Panthers are still yet to find their feet. Now it's open here. Russ can run onto it. He does. Cannot quite elude the tackle. Then he was ridden into the back. He'll get a free kick.
Against Lewington there.
He might be too far out to score though. He's looking to pass it off. He does that now. Not the best of options. Oh, dropping it there was Bowen. Now he's under attack. He wrestles his way out. Good tackling there from Lewington again. We'll get a shot on goal. Dalton, yes!
And straight out of bounds. I think he was kicking it back to his bench. Morningside though, bring it back in. They're looking at options here. Here is Joyce. Joyce goes wide to Frame with the red hair and goes forward, finds Logan. Logan plays on quickly on the left foot. looking going up towards Starcevic and Aby, but good spoil there by Edwards. And the ball ends up going over the boundary. 60 metres around for the Morningside goal.
I had to have a chuckle there. That was Jack Casperson's first kick of the day. Of course, he came in very late because Kelvin Barnes pulled a hammy. If you're watching at home, Kelvin Barnes is out of the university team, pulled a hammy in the warm-up. So Casperson came in, and that's a nice mark. Nice mark taken by Starcevic. Mark, I feel as though the Panthers are a little bit scrappy when they go forward. Not quite any structure yet. A couple of occasions, Starcevic's kick in before was just a little bit messy.
And I think they've just got to look at their targets a bit better. On this occasion, Starcevic, we just called before, just used his body well to get the mark. But again, just a little bit of tweaking the skills will work through for them a bit better.
14 minutes in, first quarter, the kick on goal. It'll fade across the face of goal. It's kept in by Russ. Ball's still alive. Logan, can he get the ball out? He can't. In there is Edwards for the uni. Umpire says mine.
It was a good tackle there by Edwards. Really held Russ up and looked very dangerous and looked like he could have added a very cheap one in the finish.
Ball goes up. Aby, great work. Shelton, and now Power. He's looking for the handball. He gets it back out now. And they go backwards. Nash. Good work there by Power. Alistair Nash from 65 squares it up. That's a nice kick. Poor checking by the uni. Floating forward here is Jesse Wallen. Takes the mark. And it might be just on his reach. He'll kick from 45.
I can't help to think that was a little bit fortuitous, that they were actually looking further afield for Starcevic long there. But great work by Wallen, who just pushed in from towards the centre square there and was able to pick up what tended, what we know is now as an uncontested mark and a shot at goal.
Not a noted goal kicker here, Mark. So Jesse Wallen from 45, a studded approach. That's a nice looking kick. Goal umpire does some work. Oh, it's hit the post. It's hit Casper. 1-2-8 to one behind. But they're in front, the Panthers, and the home crowd are happy about that. 15 minutes in, first quarter. Some interesting, some nervous moments as Sylvester whacks it out of trouble for the uni. Not for long, though. It'll be coming straight back. I think this is Joyce with the shoulder strapped. Looks for Upton, no mark. 60 out from the Panthers' goal. They're inside 50. Lake, socket off the ground, out of mid-air, got it to McNeese, over the top to Dalton. He can play on. No, he just checks it. And he'll go back and he'll have a shot for his second of the quarter.
And again, just a scrappy play there, but a stray boot. Just fortuitously found a teammate, and of course the ball's ended up with Dalton, who can extend the Morningside lead with a straight kick or any kick that scores.
Turco stands the mark. Dalton comes in. The kick is on its way. It curled back nicely. That was like a slicing golf. It started dead set in the middle of the points, and then it curled around Mark, and then it floated just through for a major score, and they lead. They've just snuck away a little bit here. 2-2 plays 1-1. The scoreboard just a little bit slow there, but you can see it just below the stream as we're talking right there. I'm actually pointing, folks. I'm actually pointing it towards out in the middle for some unknown reason. 17 minutes in, first quarter. Matt Ridley here, joined with Mark Kennedy. The margin is 7 points.
And Dalton kicked that goal. That was his second for the day. And it's interesting because he's actually starting up on the wing here. So he's floated forward on a couple of occasions now and done the job. So Elkington and Big Walbers go at it again. Plenty of players around the contest. It's a push in the back. And the recipient here this time will be Thompson.
He's been busy.
He has been busy. Kick short, goes low, wasn't quite collected. There by, I think that was Clancy, who kicks it further afield. This is Barrett. Kicked a couple of goals, dispossessed now. Here's Big Walbers. Tries to find, it looked awkward in the way he went about it, but found Lake. Lake goes over the top to Power. Power again, over the top. I think that was looking for
great tackle.
Nash, I think it might have been. Good tackle though by Sydney University. And we'll have a ball up on the outer side, probably as far as they get away from the commentary position.
Who's Lowe's for?
18 minutes in, first quarter. I like that quick kick in though before by the Uni. I think that was good. You've got to try and catch the defence napping here at Jack Esplanade, because one big kick and you're literally 30 from goal, and they might do it again here. I think this might be Roberts. Kicks towards the pocket, looking for the Barretts. Now loose footy, Nash was in there. Barrett runs after Tomlinson, that's a nice kick. The kick of a master. Now Joyce, back to Tomlinson, in turn to Nash. He's got some work to do here. Goes back looking for Joyce. Oh, gee, they might get out of trouble eventually. Wallen now at half back, and he speeds away and he kicks to big Walbers. They've got some work to do here. Walbers and Elkington. Walbers had to bend down and get it. Good work by Big Elk. And he gets it back too now, the Big Elk. And he bends his back and he kicks it long towards the pocket. Coming out there is Campbell. Boundary line close, but good defence again by the Panthers here, Mark. Nash will feed a handball and they might get away on the outer side.
And that's Frame, Nash, and now Smith goes forward a field. Up on the centre wing there. And tried to find a target and the ball was touched before it went out of bounds.
I get excited when the big ruckmen go for a run.
Well, the big galloping giraffes. And here they are. They're back in the contest. Two ruckmen. That was Walbers that time. Quick handball comes out but doesn't find a target. Smith tackles probably where he shouldn't have. Yeah, thought we'd get away with a lucky one there. Sydney Uni try to clear, but Morningside flick a quick handball out there. Intercepting that time is Turco. Turco lobs it back inside, and this is Buntain for Morningside, who takes an uncontested mark. Finds the veteran in Tomlinson. Goes further afield, another veteran in Shelton. Very good player for Morningside here on the commentary side wing. Looking now for Starcevic. There with him there is Bowen. This time is the goal kicker in Dalton. Not quite clear. Here's Starcevic again. Off towards Hackett. Hackett well tackled there by Casperson. The ball now feeds out through Fitzpatrick. Goes towards his forward 50, towards Lee and Buntain. Buntain wins out towards Shelton, who is met with a very solid tackle. Wallen is similarly met with a solid tackle. They work the ball back. Tomlinson, short one on the left foot, and finds a target. Just can't quite pick up who that one is.
I think it's Lake.
Might be Lake. Finds Shelton again, who's been busy, as always. Goes a long way across the ground. Off towards Joyce, I think that was. Burning through there was Frame. Goes out towards the big galloping Walbers.
So Walbers on centre wing. They link up by hand to Nash. Yep. And then inboard, Russ, and now Nash takes a bounce, kicks towards Avey. He's got two to beat. He'll get a free kick here, the 200 gamer. Oh, gee. I would have paid advantage there because the Morningside Panther elected to take the advantage himself and then he was caught. But luckily enough, the umpire said he'll bring it back. So Ken Avey with his first true shot on goal. That's a good contest for the Uni.
Yeah, it is. Bottom Noonan certainly looks like he's prepared to take Avey on. And quite a sizable player is Avey, and certainly plenty of experience in his 200th game, and he'll have his first shot on goal for the day.
22 minutes in from the pocket. It's a tough pocket to kick from today with the breeze, and he's missed to the near side. Minor score, so 2-3. The Panthers 2-3-15. Plays 1-1-7. Margin is 8 points. 22 minutes in first quarter. I like the attack and desperation that the Uni are showing and their tackling mark in this first term.
Absolutely. Not sure about that kick in there from Edwards. And plenty of Panthers around it. But now the cavalry arrives to Sydney University and we'll have a ball up about 60 metres out from the Morningside goal on the far side of Esplanade Oval here. Ruckman go at it. I think there might have been Johnson involved there. But trying to work it through there. Neat little handball was 4-8, I think. Oh, he's around the ball there, certainly. And now he's got a hand in it.
Here he is.
Here he is. And this is Lake. Lake over the top to Russ. Russ, quick handball. Over the top there. Does he get it through? Is it over the line? It is. And that was Cummins. David Cummins. That's Morningside's third major for the day. And it takes him to 3-3. I can't add up that quick 21 to 1-1-7.
And once again, Mark, it was one of those messy forward thrust towards goal, and it was just sort of a couple of handballs linked up, a kick around the corner, and then a snap-on goal. They haven't scored a goal from a true set shot position, apart from Dalton, who kicked the second. But even that was heading towards the point post, if not for a lucky swing. But I'd like to see the Uni kick long and try and catch the Morningside defence napping, because the Morningside midfield, which is one of the best in the competition, will always win out in a sort of 50-50 battle today, I feel.
Now power, couldn't quite get it. Bursting through there is Upton. Upton goes forward looking for Starcevic and doesn't let him down. And he looks inboard. A nice easy mark there for Shelton, who has pushed down very well from the midfield. Poor running defensively from Sydney Uni has allowed Shelton to have a shot at goal. Well, I think he'll shoot from about 42 metres out. Not even on a 45 degree. Good work. Walder's a good tap in the middle there. Help try and work it through. Shelton, though, comes through straight over the umpire's hat. Never in doubt, that one. And another goal to Morningside. That's Shelton's first. And they move to 4-3-27. Sydney Uni, 1-1-7.
The margin 20 points, and just like that, it's sort of swung out, hasn't it? Goals to Dalton, and then Cummins and Shelton, literally in the last 6 minutes of play. And they've kicked out to a handy little lead here, Mark. 20 points the margin now. 4-3 to 1-1. We're 25 minutes in. He's a smart footballer, Nugget Shelton. You have to, if you are tagging him, or at least opposing him in the middle, you have to keep one eye on him and one eye on the play, because within the space of a second or two, he could have 10 metres on you. And he could be floating forward in the forward 50.
It certainly looks like Conway has certainly gone to him, but Shelton finds a little bit of space, goes long again, looks for the contest. I think that was Starcevic, but now picking it up. There was Hackett. He tries to bend it around, and certainly not anywhere near far enough. Kicks it out of bounds on the full, and we will have Sydney University, the students, kick it in, and Lewington from the back pocket. We'll try and find a target. Goes long, outside, defensive 50, very close to the boundary line. Touched over the line, and 60 metres around from their defensive goal. We will have a throw-in.
26 minutes in, first quarter. Matt Ridley here is joined with Mark Kennedy. The ruckman go at it. Elkington, that's a nice tap to Clark. They get it towards the middle there. Clancy couldn't quite mark, no free kick. Lee got the handball. In fact, it was Shaw. Running back here nicely, though, is Buntain. And he's got some teammates here on the wing. McNeese pops one over the top. Leading for him is Big Walbers. He's a monster, this chap. He looks inboard and then he looks down forward. And he kicks it a long ball towards Starcevic. And he's marked. Logan wants the cheeky handball. But Starcevic goes long. It came off his patella. And it's out of bounds on the full. 27 minutes in, first quarter. And the Uni from the back pocket can repel something as we work towards quarter time.
Certainly Bowen. Looks like he's got his hands full with Starcevic just at the moment. He's been around there. He's trying to kicking. Starcevic over the top this time. Coming through, though, was Clancy. Clancy long down the line. Tries to find a target in short, but good punch there from Buntain. And a bit of a jumping jack is Buntain, and certainly made sure that it went over the boundary line, just forward of centre for Sydney University. And throw in now. The big fella in Elkington. Clark looks like he was taken high, but got a handball away to Conway, who pushed inside forward 50. That was towards Barrett. Trying to get back now. Was Frame. There's a free kick on play, and it is back around where the throw-in took place. It was high contact against Sydney Uni, a little bit undisciplined, obviously, and it's Shelton who will take that kick. I can't help but think, though, that it might have been around that time because Clark was involved. He might have taken exception to a high tackle that might have been just missed.
Shelton short to Johnson. 28 minutes into this first quarter. Johnson now kicks, hugging the boundary. AB gets high. Opposed in this time by Bowen. Over the line and out of bounds. Bowen just running through. Got a shoulder there from foray as we see a boundary throw in. 28.5 minutes in, first quarter. Margin is 20 points. Nice handball from Lake. He released McNeese and then Dalton's kick. And it is quarter time here at Espon Oval. And despite the Uni kicking the first goal of the day through Al Lee, the Panthers have hit back. Quarter time here. Matt Ridley is joined with Mark Kennedy. Joseph Dalton has 2. David Cummins has 1. And Paul Shelton has 1. And quarter time, 4-3-27 to 1-1-7. So 20-point margin. How do you sum it up, Mark?
Well, I think as the quarter progressed there, that we did see Morningside start to get on top. Plenty of scrappy play early, but the University have been absolutely dogged in their attack on the football. And but some of the big players up forward for Morningside starting to come to the fore and bring it to ground. Of course, we have seen Dalton kick 2 from the wing, but Starcevic and AB do look dangerous up there.
Quarter time, we'll take a break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back shortly as the Panthers lead by 20 points.
Spacky, are you coming down with that ball looking over? Yeah, please, mate. Thanks, mate.